Yeah, Chinese medicine has a long history of looking at the body and the emotions, and it has a very different kind of background from Western thinking and Western medicine. There's the idea in Chinese medicine is that we have these five spirits or these energies in the body, and they're related to organs in the body. For instance, they have an idea of Shen, which is resides in the heart. It's the spirit of the mind and consciousness. And when that gets disturbed, we might have, different symptoms related to the heart. There's also the liver, which is the soul. There's the kidneys, which is the will. There's a spleen, which is the intellect. So the idea is that each of the main organs has a different sort of emotion associated with it. So basically, we like to look at what's underneath the anxiety. We won't look at anxiety. We try to see what's the actual emotion underneath, because it could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be fear, it could be frustration. So it's kind of, for me, it's really important to see what's the actual emotions underlying it, and then using that to see which organs it's being affected by, and then how to rectify it, how to balance it. So ultimately, in Chinese medicine, we want to balance qi, yin and the yang. So we look to see if there's a deficiency or an excess. So in certain cases, there might be too much qi, and in some cases, there might be too little qi. Basically, depending on the nature of the anxiety, then, and on the other symptoms in the body, that can be used to diagnose what the underlying pattern is. A lot of times, liver will have liver disharmony. There'll be a bitter taste in the mouth. There'll be a pulse that'll be a little bit tight or firm. There'll be curling around the edges of the tongue. There'll be a purpley color to the tongue and the face. So these are kind of signs that we're looking at. So it's basically looking at the whole pattern of the body, the signs and symptoms to see what's out of balance. A common thing that I see is, like I said, the liver disharmony. The liver in Chinese medicine, the liver's role is to maintain the smooth flow of qi. So it's kind of like called the general. It basically keeps everything functioning, and when it gets out of whack, we're going to see pain, headaches, irritability, dizziness, dry eyes, these sort of things. And if that's the case, then I'll be using acupuncture points and some herbal formulas to balance that out. So for instance, in that case, which I'd say is maybe a quarter of the people, the sort of liver qi stagnation, as we call it, I'll use large intestine 4, which is located between the thumb and the forefinger, just in the web there. So we'll use that for acupuncture. You can all try that now. You can just press on there between thumb and forefinger and see what that's like. That's a point. You'll find that very calming. They also use it for headaches. And also we'll use on the foot. So you can grab your between your big toe and first and second metatarsal. There's liver 3, which is in the webbing between the of the foot, between the big toe and the second big toe, whatever that's called, second metatarsal. Press in there. So those 2 points are often used to calm the energy related to anxiety or liver qi stagnation. Formula I would use would be yin chao san and xiao san, which are formulas that I would use, which I take personally when I'm feeling a little bit anxious, and they're really effective just to balance out the energy.